Hi everybody, it's Cindy, Sin Through Thick and Thin. Today is February 9th, 2011. um, I came on to give you all an update about Zumba because so many of you asked how it went. And I have to tell you, I loved it. I'm a Zumba person. I had like a smile from like ear to ear. I was so excited and so happy to be there. The only thing was the very first session. My that particular Zumba instructor, he was very intense, and he could dance, boy. And I love to dance. I'm a very good imitator. I don't know the word for that. Like you could show me like a dance move once and I got it, or a few times, but usually I catch it right away and I'm pretty good at it. But anyway, so like he started up. He didn't really warm up, which was weird. It was like we went right into it. I only lasted 19 and a half minutes before I had to stop. And everyone, now dummy me is thinking, oh, I'm not going to be the girl in the back of the class. So I went to like the middle. There was probably like 125, maybe 140, 25 to 40 people there, including me. I was probably the second to the biggest girl there. There's probably like one other girl that was bigger than me, and a ton of people that were smaller than me. So, like I said, I only made it 19 and a half minutes. I had to stop. I didn't bring water with me. I had left it in the locker like a dork because I didn't realize you could put it like on the floor but in a corner or what have you, right? So now I'm huffing and puffing. I'm going, oh my God, I can't do this no more. I literally got off the floor. I went and I took my water and I sat down and I started gagging, like coughing up a lung. Okay, it was horrible. I packed up all my stuff and I left out like right away. And I'm thinking, okay, you know, I have to get my endurance up. I loved it. That's all I lasted on that Sunday that I came on. I was so excited. So I don't know. Let me tell you. So that was it. So I'm like, okay, you know, I could do this. I'm gonna go back. I'm not, you know, gonna give up or what have you with it. Okay, so that was Sunday. Monday, what did I do Monday? Monday, there was no Zumba on Monday. I did an exercise class with a ball. Okay, you know that big ball you sit on? I don't know what the ball is called. It's like a big blow-up ball. And you do like sit-ups and just like different exercises. And that was pretty intense and I got through. But because I guess it was lower intensity, I didn't cough up a lung. Okay, I'm getting to something. So then, yesterday I go to Zumba again. Okay, I finished the whole entire class. Now it was a woman. This was her second class because there was 2 classes in a row. I went to the later one because my plan is to always do this one that's 2 hours in a row. To do 2 hours of Zumba would be cool. But of course, the first day, if I could only get to 19 and a half minutes, I thought, okay, I'm going to add like 5 or 6 minutes onto it and try to work up my endurance. Well, she was more low key about. She wasn't as intense. She had a lower intensity than the guy. And I got through the whole thing. She didn't have as good as music as the guy did that day, so I was like, eh. And when I felt like I was like pushing myself too hard, I didn't like jump up like a maniac like they were doing, and you know, stuff like that. We even there was a lot of salsa and merengue. She even had African music, and we danced to African music like African style, and it was pretty cool. That was probably the hardest part of the class for me, and I know it was African music because she said it was. So, you know, she's like, she said it. So it was like African, and then it went into Spanish, then African. It was really, that was intense, that dancing. But I got through it. I got through it. And then, I don't know, it was pretty cool. So I left there without coughing up a lung, like I said. Then today, go to the gym to get measured today because they only do it on certain days. So I go to the gym to get measured, okay? I get there at 1:30. I was measured by like 1:35. All done. I get on the treadmill. I do the treadmill. I start at 3.5, okay? Because I felt like anything lower was like too slow of a pace for me. Start at 3.5. I make it to 16 and a half minutes, and I'm like, I can't do this. It wasn't a matter of me sweating. I couldn't breathe, okay? So then I decide, like 16 and a half minutes in the gym is not even worth me paying the money. So I said, okay. I was like, what can I do? I went and I sat down for like not even a minute, and I said, you know what? I can't leave. Let me go find something to do. So I figured, let me go on the bike. So I go on the bike, I start riding, and it gets worse. It's like so bad, and I'm like, and then I start coughing again, and I'm like, crap. I'm like, what the hell is this? Now, I don't have a cold, by any means. I don't have a cold, but I start coughing like a maniac. Thank God I had my towel with me, so I was coughing in my towel because I don't like when people cough around me, so therefore I never ever cough around people. I don't know. If I can avoid it, I will. If I can avoid sneezing or coughing around someone or like strangers, I won't do it because I don't, I don't think it's right. I don't know. I don't ever want them. I don't know. Like I said, forget about it. Anyway, so I was coughing into my towel, and I was like, I can't do this. And then I was like calming myself down. I'm like, I can do this. I can. So I started riding the bike, and it's not like a normal bike. It's like you're positioned very strangely, and well, anyways, it was just annoying the way the bike was. But anyway, I stopped coughing, and I kept putting my towel to my mouth, and I ended up riding 17 minutes or another 16 and a half minutes, but I did a little over 3 miles on the bike. So I was like, cool. I'm like, this is good. I'm like, okay. So I was done with that, and I wasn't breathing funny no more. So like by that time, I like calmed myself down, and I wasn't coughing anymore. So I went and I did the circuit, which the circuit is like a bunch of like weight machines. So I did the whole thing. I started out at 50 pounds and 55 pounds on each of the machines. Because anything lower, it was just too little. Like if I'm doing like crunches on the machine or, just different things. And so I was doing that. I did reps of 30, because there was leg machines too. I did reps of either 30, 40, or 50, depending on what I could do. Like I pushed myself. And I was feeling like Wonder Woman. I was like, yes, I'm doing this. I'm the girl who does not exercise. And now all of a sudden, that's all I want to do because it feels so good. Okay? So, I get through my whole little circuit, and I'm about to leave, and I said, you know what? Let me go back on the treadmill. So, put my ass back on that treadmill, and I felt like Wonder Woman. I gotta tell you. I didn't do it at 3.5 this time. I did it at 3.1 because I figured if I was huffing and puffing, let me just go lower. But I was walking. It's good enough for me. Dummy me at some point, because I'm feeling so good, decides to run at like a 4.2. Or it wasn't even running for me. It was more like a brisk jog, because I wasn't running real fast. I don't remember running real fast. I did that for 1 minute. Just 1 minute, okay? So I go back down to like 3.3 or 3.5 to where I was when I had first came in. And I felt good, and and this was already like into 8 minutes, and I'm like, I gotta do this. So Rebecca, I'm so sorry I didn't tape it. Remember how I always said I was gonna do a video for you? Girl, this is for Losing It with Rebecca, by the way, if you don't know who I'm talking about. Rebecca, I thought about you from the 8-minute point on, okay? I was like, I could do this. I pushed myself so hard, but I felt so good. And I thought about you, and I thought about your videos, and I thought about all of your hard work, and I was like, you know what? I could do this. I could do this. I'm getting teary. I was so freaking proud of myself, people. I can't tell you. So anyway, I lasted another like 17 minutes on that And I was like, okay, no more, because by this time from that stupid little run, it really put me out of breath. I was gonna go longer, but I kind of looked down and I got super dizzy, and I was like, whoa. I'm like, okay. So I started, going slower and slower, and then I got off. I go to the locker. Boy, oh my God. All of a sudden, I can't breathe. I can't breathe at all. Okay? Then I start coughing and coughing, like I'm gagging, and I'm like, ooh, like gagging for air. It was so horrible. So, I don't know. So I got everything out of my locker, and I felt like I couldn't go down to the car yet. So I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, what am I going to do? So I sat there. Now I'm coughing and coughing and coughing and coughing, and people were like, and I must have been beet red, okay, from exercise. And they're like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah. I'm like, I just got to get my endurance up, It's really, I haven't really worked out like this. It happened the other day, but, and it was horrible. I could barely talk, and I'm coughing and coughing and coughing. So I wanted to know, well, anyway, let me ask you this question in a second. One of the people that works in the gym, she said it sounds like I have exercise-induced asthma. And then there was another girl who was getting changed. She goes, oh, I have that. She goes, I take medicine. I go to the doctor, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, well, does this happen? She's like, well, you sound like you have a cold. I'm like, I don't have a cold at all. I was like, this happened to me the other night after a Zumba class, and now it's happening. And I was barely talking because I'm coughing in between telling her what's going on with me. So, yeah, that's it. So I may have exercise-induced asthma. That won't be fun if I do. But I wanted to know from you guys who started working out, like if you hadn't worked out for a long time and all of a sudden you started and you really pushed yourself, did that happen to you? Did you like cough uncontrollably? Like, I don't know, I like couldn't breathe. I literally felt like half of my lung had collapsed, and I was working on a half a lung there, and I was coughing almost to where I wasn't going to throw up, but I was coughing bad enough, okay? So I don't know, I just wanted to know from all you guys if you've had this happen. My mom actually has a doctor's appointment tomorrow that I'm going to bring her to, and I'm going to kind of sneak myself in and ask the doctor if maybe she could help me or whatever, or figure out what's wrong with me. Or maybe it is just my endurance. Maybe I just have to get my endurance up. But to make a long story short, after all this, I get myself downstairs. I have to walk down like 25 or 30 stairs to go to the car. I don't think to take the elevator, right? Because I was in such bad shape, I really should have. But I get outside and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't thought I was going to faint, I just couldn't breathe. I'm coughing, like gagging, coughing, like, it was horrible. Anyway, I get into the car. It got so bad when I'm sitting there and I'm going, oh my God, and I thought I was going to die. I felt like I was going to pass out. I couldn't breathe. I was like gagging for air, like, and still with this heavy, heavy cough. I'm not a smoker. I don't smoke. I mean, I don't know what the hell it was. So, I don't know. Maybe I needed an inhaler. I don't know. So that's what happened. But everybody, thank you so much for your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys have been all so wonderful. Zumba is like probably one of the best things. The gym is one of the best things that have ever happened to me. But I am so like, I'm Zumbified now. I love, 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 love Zumba. It's like something I'm going to continue to do. Anyway, yeah, so let me know if any of you who have started exercising, if that's happened to. And I'll give you an update more. I still got to tell you all about my body bug. That's a whole nother story. Anyway, I'll talk to you all soon. Like I said, thank you all for your support. You've all been so like kind and great to me, and I love you all, my YouTube family. Thank you. Okay, bye. I need to stop this. This is new for me, by the way, the webcam. But anyway, bye.